first, and you'll notice that once again, as per usual with this pattern, we end up with temperatures in the low 60s here along the coast. A little warmer as we head inland. That's what that southerly flow of air, that wind out of the south, keeping us warmer and a little more moist. You might notice it's a little dewier today. Yeah, it feels a little more like summertime. Look at those dew point temperatures. One of the ways we measure moisture in the air, they're in the 60s and 50s. That's a lot higher than we've seen them as of late. Now, moisture and warmth, two ingredients for thunderstorms, and I'm not counting out one or two as we move through the later hours of this evening. 6, 7, 8 o'clock, there's a few in the vicinity. I don't think this is going to be a big issue tonight, but guys, I want you to be weather aware as you're heading out on your Friday night. Obviously, there are some plans somewhere for someone listening, and I don't want them to get ruined by not being prepared for a thunderstorm or two. As we move into tomorrow, things are going to be, let's just call it, interesting. But I do think that we have made the absolute best of the situation. First of all, if you're up early in the morning, expect dense patchy fog, low temperatures in the mid-50s, and it's going to be a little bit muggy. As we move through the afternoon, we're keeping a close eye on that cold front to the west. That's the one that we've been really honing in on in terms of that thunderstorm potential. And again, we have the warmth back in the picture. Let's just take a little look at the temperatures, a snapshot of your highs tomorrow. We'll be in the low 60s once again across the coast. You probably saw that one coming, right? Now we're back into the 70s as you head a little further inland, just like today. Now, as for the game, let's get to that game time forecast. First half, looking good. It's going to be warm. Dress for summertime. Temperatures in the mid-70s, and then we're back to the low 70s for the second half. We are watching out for a stray shower, but this is where I say we have made the most of this forecast. Check out Futurecast with me as we move through tomorrow morning and afternoon. Most of your Saturday's dry. That's solid, but we are keeping an eye out for that thunderstorm or two once we get to 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Not a washout of an evening, just something to keep an eye on there. So make sure you're staying weather aware. Make sure you're staying tuned to the forecast, especially for those of you headed out and about, because some of these storms could have some nasty gusty winds, some very heavy rain, and I can't totally count out some very small hail. Now, you can see the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, does have a marginal risk for parts of New England. We have just squeaked out of that, just barely, guys, skin of your teeth kind of thing. So we're going to keep a very close watch on tomorrow afternoon, but I've got to tell you, I'm feeling optimistic. Now, speaking of optimism, we're going to try to maintain it as we move through the rest of the week, because the weekend overall looks a little iffy, especially as we get to Sunday too. So we have a couple showers we're keeping an eye on for Sunday. Again, not a washout, but I mean, Chip, I think we can be optimistic and make the most of a good week, right? Yeah, Chip thinks so too.